Greetings, people. I've been called to blow it open. So let's talk about personal power. There are many types of power. There's power of intelligence, there's power of position, there's power of seduction, there's power of strength, there's monetary or financial power. But what I want to talk to you about is personal power. And this is directly related to raising your vibration. As you've raised your vibration, your personal power expands and you have more access to creative energy to be able to manifest. And everyone talks about manifesting, but they don't really know what that's about. It's all to do with your vibration, and the higher your frequency, you have access to power and creative ability. So just in terms of like Prince and the musician and Michael Jackson, for example, they're such high vibrating, high frequency individuals. They can tap into the superconscious, which is like let's call it like a power wave or a spectrum of energy that's really, really, really high. And when you tap into that, you're able to gain knowledge and information and creativity. So melodies and different songs. And if you tap in before someone else, you can tap into the next latest melody or track. And that's how musicians constantly evolve. The difference between sort of the different arts, acting, sculpture, painting, music is actually the highest of them all because it requires such a high frequency. So personal power is really a key element to be able to manifest. And as I said in previous videos, you have to do the work and heal yourself so you can access that power, because in the interim, the power that you gain is spent on releasing past karma and energies and hurts and stuff that's trapped in your cells. So as you release all that, your energy is then able to go higher and higher and higher. So on a micro level, this is what we do individually. Now on a macro level, as you get higher, new levels, new devils. So your enemies become just as advanced as you, and the battle continues. But what's been happening, and this is the real shit right here, is that on a macro level, which is like on a global scale, people that understand this knowledge have come together. So you imagine a lot of individuals with a high frequency or power, and they come together in a cult. Okay, so these individuals, they go around the globe and they keep eyes on people. We're talking like the CIA and all those kind of secret societies and stuff, and they find individuals that have this kind of power, and they come together, and this is how they maintain their financial status, their wealth. And everyone, they keep this information to themselves, and everyone wants to be wealthy, but to do that by yourself is a very, very difficult thing because they've got the whole game sewn up. So these cults, what they do is they come together and they do spells and they do magic, and this is all very real. And they sacrifice and they use blood and this kind of thing. And this is all the dark side of magic. And as you can see on Instagram in the last, I don't know, few years now, it's very visible in the music industry, all the symbolism. Because as you get higher, your words aren't so required or aren't necessary to be able to put across an information or a point of view or a perspective or an influence. I'll give you an example. Prince, he changed his name to just Symbol. Okay, so there's a classic example right in front of your face where he changed his name to a symbol. So the symbol represents a myriad of different things, elements, and just like a picture is 1,000 words, Prince turned his name into a symbol, so he's even bigger than the word prince and the name that comes with that. And that's what these cults are doing. And they build it up together, and they use individual energy, and they come together as a group, and they do these spells to take that energy and then project it onto the masses, or in some cases individuals. Now, this is what we call spiritual warfare. Okay, so give you a better understanding of spiritual warfare. It's very real, and the majority of people on the planet have no idea that it's going on. I'll give you an example. It was the 2012 Olympics that was in London. If you go back and look at the opening ceremony, that was just a massive ritual where they were taking the energy and the attention, because where your attention goes, energy flows, of the world focused on that event. Now, if you look at the pictures, there's giant pictures of witches and people in cots and doctors and nurses and babies and stuff. And what's that got to do with athletics and sport? So that's front and center. And as I said, people are waking up to this now. On a micro level, to the individual, it's like, as I was saying in previous videos, when you drink alcohol, your bubble or your aura breaks down, and entities come in and they take over your vessel. So as they take over your vessel, you start doing and behaving in ways that you're not conscious of, because you haven't taken full control. You're not awake to the reality of who you are, your consciousness. And that's the whole point of raising your frequency. So what the shamans of the past have been doing for eons, and these magicians that you hear about, and it's all connected to the tarot and astrology. So they do these events on specific dates, really particular ones like the lunar and solar eclipses. This information is not available to just the ordinary person. I've just done the research and managed to spend enough time way up there on mushrooms to access this information. I'm blowing it open right now, and I'm just going to release it so people can become aware that this is what these cults and these organizations are doing. Now, they've been targeting me for quite some time now, unbeknownst to me, until I gained the clarity and was like, holy shit, okay, so these people, I don't even know who they are, but they know who I am, and they're targeting me. So how they target you, it's like shamans of the past, like in Peru and Mexico and Siberia and Kenya and Africa. They all have their own methods, and Haiti, voodoo, all the Kabbalah, all these mystical arts. And what they do on the shamans they do in the past, like on the physical level, on the 3D in the matrix, I might come over to you and punch you in the face and we have a fight, and that's how we attack each other. In the spiritual world, with spiritual warfare, what I do, or what these cults do, is they bring in the energies and they talk to the spirits, big nasty ones, demons, and they talk to them and they provide them with energy, sacrifices of people and animals and stuff, and then they send that entity over to you. So when you get drunk, for example, and your portal, your bubble is cracked open, these entities can come in and attack you. Now, if you're just Joe Blogs and you're going about your business, there's nothing really much to attack you for. But if you're someone like me that's woken up, that knows and can see through the illusion, I become a really big target. And so will you once you raise your frequency and wake up to the truth of what's going on, because they don't want you or I awake. And I just feel called to share this information, so to enable people to start protecting themselves. And that's generally, well, that's exactly what I'm doing when I'm burning some palo before my YouTube videos, and I do it before my meditations and what have you. And when I'm in and amongst like toxic energies, I'll get back home and I'll just clear it all off me, because it sticks to you. Because like a moth to a flame, the darker energies are attracted to the light. And if you're operating on a high frequency, that's where the moths come. And these cults, what they do, like I was saying with the shamans, they're coming together, like you see on Eyes Wide Shut. I mean, this is all very real. And they what do you call it? They conjure these entities and these spirits, and they send them over to individuals. And when you get drunk and you're at a low energy level, they can get access to you and they can mess with you. So they can mess with your finances, block your opportunities to do with like making money. They can block your love life. You know, sometimes you go and you meet someone and then all of a sudden some person comes in between and starts interrupting and intercepting, you know, cock blocking. That's what's going on. And you think, oh, it's just this person and he's a bastard. No. That's a spirit entity that they've sent, and it's in that person's vessel that's come to cock block you. Right, so this conversation right now, we're right heavy into it. This is actually what's going on the high levels, and as the masses wake up to this, the spell's broken, and that's what we're trying to do. So we want to get all the people we can outside of this matrix where they're blind and blocked by these heavy, you know, sacrifice spells and stuff. And to do with, like, again, on the micro level in the music industry, for example, you know, they'll take an individual that's not aware, that's totally creative and has, you know, a lot of energy and personal power because they've done the work or they're born that way, and they'll lock them into a contract so that the entity or the cult that controls the finance company and the manager then brings the artist the contract, and they sign over it, and they become basically a pawn, just a little sheep in that brand and that cult's whole game, and they don't even know it. So you imagine 95%, probably more than that, 99% of Hollywood and all the actors and creative artists are locked into contracts into these, you know, WWE, you know, Endeavor, all the you know, elite management, you know, elite models and stuff. Basically, when they get signed on, they get locked into a contract because of the written signature, and they're bound. So they can't speak outside, they can't speak their mind. They're just used totally to advertise the cult's products, the cult's brand, and they don't even know. And they're beautiful people inside and out, and they have all the money, so they distract themselves and think, oh, I'm successful, I'm on all the magazines and the TV commercials, but they're not free, they're stuck. That's why in the current moment, everyone's in Hollywood, no one's speaking up because they're blocked, they're bound. Someone like myself, I don't bow down. I never signed a contract. I'm free, and so I'm a dangerous individual for these cults. And you may think this is all hocus pocus, but trust me, this shit is fucking real, and it's happening. And if you knew what I've been through, as far as having my accounts shut down, Facebook shut down, Instagram 3 times blocked, shut down. Look at all my followers. I've got like 50 followers. They've got some algorithm that blocks me from my content from going out and reaching people like yourselves, because they don't want someone like me shining. And the only way to lock these people down, like Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears, is to lock them into contracts. So all the content that they spew out, that they do, it's wonderful and it's creative and it's, you know, all that, but they're not free. They're bound. They have to say certain things. They've got to, like, they don't, a lot of the time they're doing symbolism and you know, in their commercials and in their advertising and marketing for their albums and stuff. That's all like, you know, this kind of stuff, you know, 666, or the all-seeing eye, this one. Yeah, look at that, the pyramid, the top of the pyramid, you know, the Illuminati. So basically this whole situation, this whole system is coming down. The illusion is broken, and they are terrified. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to gain control. So back to the beginning of this video, personal power, how to reclaim your power. Reclaiming your power is to do with self-respect, and it's to do with self-love, because as you gain you know, power in your ascending in your frequency, you will attract new enemies. And what you're shown to do, and you can't evolve to the next level until you are known to be responsible with your personal power. So you can draw a line and say, look, I'm not putting up with that. That's the limit. No, I'm not prepared to do that. And a lot of these negotiations and the contracts in music industry and acting, you know, they just want the fame so bad, and it'll just go to someone else if they don't sign. So it's a really sad situation, but the world's changing now because they can't stop it. I'll give you another example, the fashion industry. I think I mentioned it before, you know. You can buy these, the brand labels, Dior and stuff, look, for like $3 here in Sharm el-Sheikh. And in the past, they're probably worth $50. And only the people in the old world that want to walk around pretending they're elite buy this kind of stuff. For me, they're comfy and they're cool. And no one knows if I paid $50 or $3. Anyway, so the whole system's come down. So they don't know what to do, and that's why you don't see all these supermodels and you know, and on magazine covers and everything, because you've got people on Instagram that have got, you know, the people, their followers and stuff, doing it without these fancy photographers, without these fancy managers and stuff. They're doing it all themselves. You see, that's a beautiful thing. And that's why Instagram and Facebook has been their biggest downfall, because it basically opened up the whole spectrum, the whole market to individuals where they can do their own thing, you know. And I'm all for it. And at some point, they're going to have to review the privacy laws and the controlling elements of these apps and the internet altogether. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. So work on your personal power, work on your boundaries, work on your self-respect and your self-love, because these are the things that are going to help you evolve. These are the things that are going to protect you and help you understand more about who you are, and that's the goal. So yeah, that was a lot of information there, and they're not going to like me for it, but fuck them. Have a good day.